morning, and welcome to Spain. Mexico and Spain are two countries with many similarities because of the Mexico's conquest on 1521 directed by Hernán Cortés. Spain is a small country that is located in Europe, and it has a total area of 503,370 kilometers. On the other hand, Mexico belongs to America, and is much bigger than Spain, so Mexico has more population too. Both countries have many festivals during the year, but their festivals are very different. Spain's most famous festival are La Tomatina and San Fermín, and in Mexico, the most famous festival is the Dia de Muertos. However, their holidays are similar. For example, on Christmas, both countries are used to putting nativities in their homes, and on New Year, they usually eat 12 grapes. And if that wasn't enough, both countries celebrate the Three Kings Day eating a special cake. To conclude, I think that both countries are very similar and that people of these cultures can have a good relationship despite their past.
And now I'm going to talk about the cultural activities about Mexico and Spain. Mexico and Spain are known for their culture and ethics. Spain has a respectful and kind culture. On the other hand, Mexico has more freedom to do whatever it wants. If we begin talking about sports, we can say that they are similar and at the same time different, because in both places, soccer is one of the most popular sports, which a lot of their citizens play. About music, even if they are the same instruments, are very different. For example, in Mexico, the acoustic guitar is used in trios and mariachi, while in Spain it is used to rondallas. Even though each of them has beliefs on happiness, in Spain they focus on themselves. In Mexico, we care about the happiness of our community. In brief, if we can say that these Hispanic countries have a really agreeable environment, people tend to be very friendly and they have chilling vibes.
Many people confuse Mexico and Spain because we have a lot of difference but also similarities. Like in Spain, they have two languages, Spanish and Catalan, and in Mexico, Spanish and indigenous language. But sadly, in Mexico, we don't take much importance to indigenous language. Some examples of a corporal language in Spain are when they put the both middle fingers for each hand together means that they are talking of a people that have feelings for each other. And when the index finger and thumb are open, making a kind of a clamp and making slight turns of the hands, it means that if you understand what that person says. And in Mexico, we have a less corporal expressions, like when we're talking about money, you open your thumb and index finger to form a semicircle, as if you're holding money. And another one is when you want to say that's right, you have to flex your index finger. And when we're talking about idiomatic expressions, and examples are mola, that means you do like what you're listening or watching, and potar is show up. Escoña means it's a joke. And in Mexico, the most famous idiomatic expression is wait, that means like hey buddy. And in conclusion, I like more Mexico. I think it's because I live here, but also we are more sarcastic than in Spain.
Mexico and Spain are two countries that have recognized gastronomy. Spain has more healthy and delicious food. The family are so united in both countries that sometimes they live 3 generations in one house. One taboo that we have in common is that if you give the salt hand to hand, it will give you bad luck. The economy in Spain is not bad as Mexico, but both of them have tourism. As a way to get money, they both have cost. The Mexican food is combined of Spanish food. We have the same beliefs, and we use the bread sometimes to not touch the food with our hands, or if we want to. In fact, both of us have good things in common, but in some points we are so uncommon.